welcome back. So I've just got delivered a shopping haul for educational resources, so I thought I'd share with you what I've got and go through the different things I'm going to use those products for. So the first thing I got was a multicoloured Jenga. Now you can get the normal Jenga, which is just wooden and it's got nothing special on it, just the word Jenga. Now I chose a multicoloured one for the purpose of linking different question cards to the colours when the children are playing it, so that I can use it in a maths lesson or an English lesson, things like that. And I've got to do them yet, I've got to print them off or I would have shown you them. But I'm going to have different levelled questions, and it's sneaky so that children won't know which level they are, because all these get mixed up in a game of Jenga. So the different level cards, they won't know which is the easy ones, which is the hard ones, because they have to choose a certain wooden piece, don't they, in Jenga, or else it all falls down. So when I've done those, I will tell you what questions I link them to, whether they were an English lesson or a maths lesson. So that's the first product, and I think that one cost me about £10, which is worth it because I would have had to hand paint everything on a normal set of Jenga. So already done and worth it. The next one was a game, it's Headbands. Now we've used this in class. The one I'm currently using is broken, so I needed some more. And we use these mostly helping children develop their word skills and language skills if they've got English as additional learning. So it's a great game. Children have to join in, you turn take, it helps with all that, but you will have to make your own flashcards. So I have a section for food, a section for people that help us, a section for things around the school, and I keep them all in little Ziploc bags ready to go, so that in this box there will be different packs of different subjects that I need. So I can't stress enough how wonderful this is. You can use it in literacy, you can use it in maths. We've had it where there's been times tables on there and the children have to tell you facts about the times table on your head. So if you've got 36, the children have to give you different sums that equal that, so that you have to work out what's on your head. We've done it with literacy where it's been lots and lots of adjectives where the children have to help the other person by putting that adjective in a sentence, so that the children that's got it on their head has to guess it. So it can be used for a multitude of things, and there's different versions out there. This was the first one that popped up in my Amazon cart, and that's the one I bought. But as I say, you do need to do a little bit of preparing for it with your different flashcards, but super well worth it. Love that game. The next one is a new resource for me, and it's Hot Dots. Now, I have used this in the past when I was I think a nursery nurse, and we used it for very simple maths. What came next? 1, 2, 4, and they had to go over the dots with the answers on to find out which was right and which was wrong. So this pen here, you put 2 batteries in it, and it's got a little clicker at the bottom, and as you put it over the different black dots in the books, this one's all about maths, so we've got telling time, we've got addition and subtraction, I believe, in here. One of those black dots will be the right answer, and as the child goes over them, it'll go, oh no, or well done yet, and it's got different sounds as well, so the children absolutely love this. I would say that this is a fabulous tool to use if your child's got EAL needs, if they need to learn English as an additional language. Get the English version of this, and it's got different words in there that helps them identify, and with a pen telling you yes you're right or no you're not. It doesn't take away a TA from a really valuable intervention group and things like that, but it enables something to be helping that child, or someone to be helping that child learn their English. So it's a fabulous tool to use. What I'll do is I'll give you a review of this when the children have played it and what the feedback is from them. So I think that was about £20, that one. The next ones, they are 3 of the same sort of resources. So they are fossil digs. Now, I wanted these to put with the children the year that we're doing the dinosaur dig. And I thought, oh, these 3 different sorts, so I'm going to do a review on them for you to find out which is the most effective, best, value for your money, things like that. So this one is, you find like crustacean fossils, the typical looking ones, and this one comes with a hammer and a brush to dust off the dirt, and your big lump of plaster of Paris to hammer into. This one you build an actual T-Rex from the bones that you find. So you get a model after this one. So you find all the bones and your model's made up for your classroom. So that's great. And then I also got an a sea life dinosaur as well, and he comes with hammer, the block of plaster of Paris and your brushes. So what I'll do is I'll let the children play with those, see which they enjoy, see which was the most effective, how we reuse it, and I'll put a video together to show you about those. The next set of things are some new fidget toys from my fidget toy box. And I've got some popping peas. Now these are new, I've never seen these before. And what you do is you push the peas out of the pea pod. And they're actually attached to the pea pod, so they don't go anywhere. So for a school trip, they're absolutely fabulous because you can't lose bits. And it's got a key ring to pop on your phone, or if your child wears a lanyard with some helper cards around it, it's great for that. So I do like it. It's quite gentle to push, so it'll be good for little fingers. So I bought those. It came in a pack of 3 off Amazon. I can't remember what I paid for it, but I'll find out. The next one is a Tangle Tie, and they're actually called Tangle. So if you put that into your Amazon, if you pop that into Amazon search bar, that's what will come up. This one is a textured Tangle Tie, and it's got ridges and bumps on it and smooth bits. The last Tangle Tie we had broke, so I had to buy a new one. The children really love this one because they just sit there, it's silent, it doesn't clatter about, and it's lightweight, so they sit there for quite a long time fidgeting with this one. So highly recommend you get yourself a Tangle Tie for your box. The last set of things I got in this haul was some nurture books. Now what I mean with that is, in our school, we're lucky enough to have a nurture area where you as a teaching assistant can take a child, or a special person in charge of nurture takes a child, and you can go through certain activities with them. You can focus on today's targets with them, or if there's been a bit of a problem through the day, you can focus on that. And we are missing quite a few storybooks to talk with the children about and sort of engage with them on that level. So I found a lot of storybooks that help children that I'm working with now. One of them was The Disappointment Dragon, and this is about helping stopping the disappointment dragon from flying with all your feelings of disappointment and despair. So I will let you know how that one goes down with the children. I'll pop it on Instagram and let you know if it was successful or not. Then we've got The Green-Eyed Goblin, which is all about being jealous of somebody and how a green-eyed goblin is in all of us, and it's asleep and then it tries to wake up. So it's talking you through how to calm it down and make it go back to sleep. So it's a lovely story again. The next one is the Red Beast book. Now this one is a personal favourite of mine, and we use it with children that struggled with their autistic needs, and it was about your anger outbursts, and that everybody has a red beast in them, and it's nice and asleep, and then all of a sudden it might wake up and it takes over you, and it makes you do things that you're not consciously aware that you're doing, such as biting, kicking, hurting others, not listening to the voice of reason. So it talks you through how to calm your red beast down, what the boy in the book does to calm his red beast down. And with the child that we use this with, we read it every single morning in routine, and he loved it, just to remind him that there was a red beast inside him, and that if it came, if it came awake, what could me and him do to make sure it goes back to sleep, and things like that. Now, the publisher of those 3 books, The Green-Eyed Goblin, The Disappointment Dragon and The Red Beast, is K.I. Algarni, and it's illustrated by Hatham Algarni. I think it's a mother and son team. So they are absolutely wonderful. Those 3 books in your nurture area are a must. They're fantastic. The next one all come from Behaviour Matters series, and this one is The Tiger Has a Tantrum. So that's about children who don't get what they want, don't get their way. So that's a really good one. This one is The Monkey Needs to Listen, which we've all got those children who don't listen to instructions the first time, and you repeat yourself 20 different times. So this is about a story about how we can help you focus on that, what the monkey in here does. So it's a lovely book to read together. The last one in the Behaviour Matters series is The Hippo Owns Up. This is a book for a specific child in our school that has a real problem with owning up to things that she did. So we've got the book to try and encourage her to read it on her own, to remember that it's best always to tell the truth and things like that. So that's for a specific need. I'll let you know how that one goes down. And the last one, which has got the Mum's Choice Award, My Mouth is a Volcano, and this is for children who cannot help shouting out and interrupting. And we've all got them, and they are children that are normally full of beans, can't wait to tell you something. It's not always a negative, interrupting with a negative thing. They just can't wait to tell you something. So instead of it being met with a negative, stop shouting out, I wanted a book that we could say, oh, you've forgotten again, your mouth's a volcano, let's read the book together, so that it's not met with a negative aspect, it's met with sort of a positive reminder. So that's why I've bought this book, for children who do that. So that's my little educational resource haul. As I say, I will be doing separate reviews on the dino dig things, and I will put on Instagram how I went on with the headbands, the hot dots, and I'll show you what flashcards I made for the Jenga. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you'll buy some of these things too. Most of them were from Amazon and TK Maxx, so get yourselves down there for some bargains. Like and subscribe, and I shall see you next week. Bye.